Why cry over spilt milk when you know there's another great deal coming through the Shark Tank?
Shark Tank's Mark Cuban scores $9.9 million jackpot. We have seen a great number of entrepreneurs trying to find an investor for their business on Shark Tank. Only a few items that appear on the show actually become successes. Let's look at the 5 Shark Tank deals that actually made it big time. Number 5. Sleepstyler. In Season 8, viewers got to see Tara Brown, who introduced to the world her product called Sleepstyler, which were basically heat-free hair rollers that would curl the wearer's hair while they slept. This deal turned out to be a success for the investor, Lori Granner, who invested $75,000 in Tara's product in exchange for 20% equity. Even though the product may not have high ratings on Amazon, the company was still able to make sales worth $72 million. Number 4. SandCloud. In 2015, Brandon Label, along with 2 friends, Stephen Ford and Bruno Ashidamani, launched the multi-million-dollar San Diego-based business SandCloud, while working at a call center and selling life insurance. The trio first started off with a towel that had a pillow attached to it as their signature product. But after realizing nobody was interested in that, they ended up developing a thin sand-free towel composed of Turkish cotton, which could easily be rolled and be fitted in a bag. The 3 friends sold almost everything they owned and to kickstart their product and lived on rice and beans for about a year. The trio then appeared on Shark Tank 4 years later in hopes of getting an investment of $200,000 in their business for an 8% equity stake, and were able to strike a deal with Robert Herjavec for a 15% equity stake. The company made almost $25 million in sales while donating 10% of their total profits in organizations which support marine life. Number 3. The Mission Belt. Nate Holzapfel came up with the brilliant idea of reinventing the belt. The belt, which Holzapfel created, the Mission Belt, worked without any notches that used a release clasp instead in order to keep the belt tight around the wearer's waist, which reassured the wearer that the belt would never be able to loose or too tight around their waist. Holzapfel requested for an investment of $50,000 for his company in exchange for a 20% equity stake in 2013, when he made an appearance on Shark Tank. Damon Jones was impressed by Holzapfel's product and agreed to grant him an investment of $50,000 in exchange for 37.5% of his company. This turned out to be a jackpot for Damon, as since then Mission Belt has made around $25 million in sales, and Holzapfel and the co-founder of his company, Jeff Jensen, proceeded to donate $1 for every belt sold for the funding of small businesses in developing countries. Number 2. Tom plus Chi. Corey Ward and Drew Quackenbush started their business after using their saved-up money to purchase a tent and a grill to sell grilled cheese and tomato soup, and set it up next to an ice skating rink in the Fountain Square in Cincinnati, Ohio. Due to the great response by their customers, they soon opened a store and then their very own franchise in Louisville, Kentucky. Seeking aid to expand their business, they struck a deal with Barbara Corcoran in Shark Tank. Fast forwarding 3 years, their grilled cheese and tomato soup were now available in 31 locations in 15 states, and their sales were almost $47 million, making this one of Barbara's most hit investments on Shark Tank. Number 1. Prep Expert. Sean Patel from Nevada, Las Vegas had a pretty rough upbringing. Throughout his childhood, Sean went to public school in his city's worst districts, but despite all his hardships, he still managed to achieve a perfect SAT score and got into the country's best schools and received around $500,000 as scholarship. Sean wanted other students to be just as successful as him, and in order to help students achieve their dreams, he started a program. Sean asked for an investment for $250,000 for a 10% stake in his company and was able to strike a deal with Mark Cuban, who granted him $250,000 for 20% stake. Patel surprised everyone after he revealed that almost a year before Shark Tank, he had done $600,000 in sales and then did an astounding $4 million in half a year after Shark Tank. These were a few of the many deals which got their kickstart on ABC's hit reality show and which turned out to be a jackpot for both the investors and the entrepreneurs on Shark Tank. Well, this brings us to the end of our video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't liked the video yet, so it's never too late. Give it a thumbs up, people. We will see you soon in another video. Until then, take care and goodbye.